In a world that's so chaotic and busy, how do you find stillness? I've always heard that meditation was life-changing, was really good for you, and could help with anxiety. And I've never actually committed to meditating for a long period of time. I would dabble in it here and there, but never for a consistent period. So that's why I wanted to do this 30-day meditation challenge where I would consistently meditate for 30 days and develop a habit so I could really see if I would feel any different after 30 days and whether or not meditation could really help me channel some inner peace. So I actually decided to start this challenge because the election at the time was just around the corner and I knew there was going to be so much election anxiety that me and everyone else was feeling, so I kind of felt like it was the perfect time to really try and channel some inner calm and to really dive into some meditation. The goal that I set out for myself for these 30 days was to reach 1 hour of meditation. As I mentioned, I've never really done a lot of meditating, so if I ever did, it was always a short 5 to 10 minutes, but I really wanted to see, how I could make it up to an hour and to really kind of just discipline myself to be able to meditate for an hour. So that was the goal. So today is day 1 of my 30-day meditation challenge, and I'm doing this 10 to 15 minute guided meditation by Russell Brand. Actually, I just found it on YouTube. And it seems pretty decent, so I'm gonna try and do that today. And this is just my little setup. It's really not much, but I have my little mat here, so I'm gonna just be sitting on my mat. Hopefully it won't be too loud outside. Let's get into it. Finished that meditation. It was pretty quick, but I was still feeling very not settled. I think I was getting distracted by his voice. I'm gonna try and find some other meditation videos that are a bit more less talking, maybe a bit more like mellow, and I'm gonna look at Spotify as well to see what meditations there are available there. So hopefully as the week goes on and as the days progress, I'll feel a bit more settled and maybe more calm after meditating. So I kind of wrote out some goals of increasing my meditation times. So I told myself 30 minutes for this Friday as a goal, 45 minutes and an hour. So week 1 felt pretty manageable. I was doing maybe 10 to 20 minute meditations seated, and I made it to 30 minutes of meditation on day 7. I feel like after each session, I was expecting to feel a great relief and super calm, but it wasn't like a huge drastic difference or anything. So what is meditation? Meditation is often defined as a form of mindfulness, a way to train one's attention and to be present in the moment. It's kind of like training your mind as a muscle. Meditation is known to have originated around India back in 5000 BCE with ties to religions like Hinduism and Buddhism. Today, it's become much more mainstream in the West as well. Meditation is known as a tool to help manage stress and sometimes even referred to as a drugless high. Today, I was going to do a 45-minute meditation this morning before work, and it's actually 3 days after the election right now, and obviously things are still up in the air with the results. So in week 2, as the meditation times were getting longer, I was really striving for 30 to 45 minutes of meditation, and I definitely felt like I was getting distracted during my meditations. I was really just trying to find the best times to fit it into my days. So I found generally in the mornings was a good time. When you're kind of sleeping in or kind of rushing in the morning, it's hard to get that meditation in. So I would sometimes be doing it after work or in the night. It's kind of like when you work out, you kind of have to get into the right mindset of you're gonna do it, it's gonna be great afterwards. But yeah, definitely when you're feeling tired, it's kind of like, oh man, I'm gonna have to sit and try not to fall asleep as I'm meditating. So my goal for week 3 was to get to 1 hour. Unfortunately, I didn't make that goal, but I was starting to do all my meditations seated in a chair, and it made it much easier, more comfortable for me. So I definitely suggest doing that if you are trying to do longer meditations. The point is to kind of just be upright and not fall asleep. I definitely felt like the routine was starting to kick in. It's just interesting to know how much your mind races, how difficult it can be to control your thoughts or not let them control you. This was also post-election, so there was a lot of enthusiastic celebrations going on, and with that also comes finding time to meditate. I almost made it to an hour. I did about like 50 minutes and then was getting a little fidgety, and then I checked the time, like how much time was left on the session, and then I just paused for today. Time feels like it goes a lot faster, maybe because I'm just used to like sitting for that long. Yeah, I wonder if I can push to the hour and just not have that, you know, tendency to try and check the time, because I realize that has happened to me before in different sessions, different days as well. So unfortunately in week 3 I didn't get to my 1 hour goal of meditation. So I knew that in week 4 I really wanted to get to my goal, and I realized that that's kind of counter to what meditation is. It's to be just present and in the moment. So finally on day 25 I reached 1 hour of meditation, and what helped me get to this was I found a Vipassana meditation where there was a ringing bell every 5 minutes. There was no sound, there was no music other than that ringing bell, and it just made it so much easier for me to get to the hour. I knew that all I had to do was focus on the breath and listen to the next bell, and I kind of knew how many more bells I would need to reach before I got to the hour. That honestly helped me a lot, and I really enjoyed that actually, because I felt like every minute I was kind of more in the present moment instead of just constantly thinking about into the future. So I finished off day 30 with an hour of seated meditation, and it felt really good. So after pushing to an hour meditation, I know that if I just really set the intention to meditate for at least doing short meditations, it would definitely be achievable. So in retrospect, this challenge was definitely difficult for me. I would constantly find myself, you know, thinking about different things and really trying to settle my mind and focus in on the moment. Obviously, life also gets in the way, so there's days when you're just really struggling to find any time to meditate. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a 180 change of how I felt, you know, from anxiety to completely no stress or anxiety, but I definitely think it's something that if you implement it and practice it every day, I can definitely see how there are benefits to meditation. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on this 30-day meditation challenge. Let me know if you have ever tried meditating and if you have any tips for meditating as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.